Hello, football fans, and welcome to Waco ISD Stadium as we kick off the 2016 season with Game 2 of the Derek Johnson Kickoff Classic. Tonight it features the Waco Lions against the Rough Riders from San Antonio Roosevelt. I'm Lark Smith, along with the coach Butch Henry, and Coach, kind of a homecoming of sort from a former Waco ISD coach.
Yeah, Matt Carroll, who's now the coach of Roosevelt, was at university for 4 years and moved down to San Antonio. His son, Bryson Carroll, is the quarterback. He can throw the ball. He runs the football. He does the punting. He does it all. But on the other side of the coin, Waco High is not void of talent. WR3, Will Richards III, is in his senior campaign at quarterback. Jalen Harris is probably one of the better athletes probably in Central Texas, and they got two of the biggest defensive tackles in the state. So it should be interesting. When it's all said and done tonight, somebody's going to be undefeated.
Well, it's the Rough Riders from Roosevelt against the Lions of Waco High, and it's coming up next right here on Waco ISD TV. Lark Smith along with Butch Henry back at Waco ISD Stadium where the captains are about to meet at midfield on, Coach, an excellent night to play football at the end of August.
What's the temperature?
79 degrees.
Unbelievable. Had a little shower earlier. We're actually delaying the game a little bit because of the lightning, but it's cooled off about 20-something degrees.
Yeah, this is perfect football weather. You hope you have this type of football weather for the rest of the year. But as I said, the captains meeting at the midfield with their officials. Who are our officials for tonight's game, Coach?
I'm glad you asked. The referee tonight wearing the white hat is Nelson Barnes. The lineman is Rodney Harris. Line judge Randy Dale. Linesman Darrell Ward, and the back judge is Mike Till.
Let's have a great game.
And by the way, Nelson Barnes is the assistant district attorney at Bell County.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like that the Rough Riders have won the toss, and they have elected to defer to the second half. So Waco High says, we want the football, and they will be going from right to left, or make that left to right on your TV screen to start this game. Coach, this is the Derek Johnson Classic. What is this, about 4th, 5th, 6th year we've done this?
I believe so, yeah. And I saw Derek Johnson. He's not here tonight, but his family's here, his brothers and mom and everybody. And by the way, I'll tell you right now, the first play of the game, Jalen Harris will touch the football for Waco High, number 15. Just write that in your book.
Okay.
Is it in your book?
It's in my book. It was in my book last year, too, because he touched the ball pretty much every time last year, and he was pressed into the quarterback duties because of injuries to Will Richards III. Glad to see Will Richards back healthy this year. That kind of frees up Jalen Harris to kind of be a playmaker on the outside.
Yeah, it does. And by the way, this is the 401st game played in this stadium in 16 years. This is starting the 17th year, but that's averaging 25 games per season. Jack Moss and Roseanne Strickland, who are very instrumental in this stadium, are here tonight.
401 games played in this stadium. And that's a lot of playoff games when you consider that Waco High and University usually switch out, and there's maybe 10 regular season games played here, maybe 11 during the regular season, but then you have a lot of playoff games, and that's one of the reasons why this stadium was built, centrally located in the state of Texas, right along I-35, where a lot of playoff teams could meet here and play and help Waco Independent School District defray the cost of the stadium, make it pay off for itself. So it's worked out very well, and we thank Jack Moss and the board of directors at the time that had the foresight to put this plan together and put this stadium into practice.
Built it for $13 million now. It probably cost you 50 or 60, I would imagine.
Well, $70 million is what they're spending in McKinney on one?
Yeah, Allen Watt spent 60-something, and it went to pieces.
Yeah, and I think that one in McKinney is still going up because of the cost of concrete.
Well,
Junior ROTC at midfield presenting the colors. In just a moment, we'll have the national anthem from the Waco High Band.
Band.
remain standing.
I don't know, Coach. I think there's been a few members added to that band. They sounded pretty strong.
They sounded real good. They really did. And across the way, you see the Roosevelt band and their pep squad. They brought a good contingent with them.
My apologies. I overlooked on the program that Ann Harder was here to sing Texas Our Texas.
She did a good job.
She did a great job.
Yes, she did. Didn't really sound like her, though. She must have a little hoarse to you. Huh. I tell you what, this is you couldn't have written up a better evening for football in August. I mean, there's no way. We've been out here when it's 105 before. You know that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got one more game to this classic. That'll be tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock between University and Austin LBJ. Last night the classic got underway with Marlin taking on Blooming Grove.
And by the way, Waco High's a new district this year, and I'm not saying it's better, but they're in one 18-5A with Temple, College Station, A&M Consolidated, Bryan Rudder, and University. It's a pretty tough district because all four of those Bryan area schools last year went to playoff.
They did.
We'll be giving a prize package from Bush's Chicken.
There's a few drops falling from the sky, but at least that's all that's coming from the sky right now.
Yeah,
There's none of those lightning bolts which would stop play. So it is raining just very lightly here at Waco ISD Stadium as we get ready to go. Back deep for the Lions. And, Coach, they're still wearing those jerseys that are hard to read.
Hard to read is an understatement. That's all.
On the far side is number 5, Ray High. And on the near side, I believe, is number 8, Princeton Davis.
And I bet the kicker from Roosevelt has on different colored shoes than most people.
By golly, you're right. Kind of a lime green. But there's one other guy out there with the
orange,
very orange shoes.
Well, and by the way, Coach Carroll, last year they were 4-6, but I talked to Marty Herbst. He said when Bryson Carroll was in the 8th grade at Cesar Chavez, he was the best football player in Waco.
For 8th graders?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's real good. We're about to find out.
Yeah.
We are ready to get the football season underway. From the 4-yard line, picks up a bit of a wall, gets out to the 32-yard line. And that's number 2, LaDadrian Glasker, who was back there returning that kickoff.
No, it wasn't LaDadrian Glasker. He's a lineman.
Well, I understand, but it's
DJ Taylor.
Yeah. 3 and not 2. There we go.
I knew Glasker was a little bigger than that.
Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah, DJ Taylor with the return.
And you better watch right now. Will Richards be the quarterback.
We have an illegal formation on the kicking team. 2 players, number 1 and 5, were not inside the 35-yard line. That's a 5-yard penalty from the end of the return. First down, Waco.
Well, that started off good for the line. All I can know, keep your eye on number 15, wherever he is, that he's going to be involved in this play.
Well, they're going to get it at the 38-yard line to start 1st and 10. In their own end of the field. Pass out in the flat. And you were correct, Coach. It is Jalen Harris who has the football and 11 yards on the pass play.
Not a bad way to start a football game. Let me tell you, that young man's exciting to watch. You take another look at him. He's got good speed and good moves.
Out to the 49, Will Richards on the keeper will get it into Rough Rider territory and get a couple of yards out of the play.
Now defensively, San Antonio Roosevelt has an outstanding linebacker, whereas number 24, Stephen Barleft, not Barfield, Barleft.
Yeah. 3 receivers to the left. Passed again in the flat to Harris. Harris is leveled after he gets a couple of yards, but that's about it. Tries a little second effort there. But Jalen Harris with his second reception. And a gain of 2 will bring up a 3rd down and 6 at the 47. It'll take us a little while to get up to game speed. We haven't had as much practice as these guys have. Coming around the near side, up to the 43-yard line is Terrence Hamilton, the junior running back, trying to fight for that first down. He'll get close, but not quite there. First time we've seen Hamilton carry the football.
Don't you think Coach Herbst will probably go for that?
Yes, sir.
Early in the ball game.
4th and 1 at the Rough Rider 42. Got to get to the 41. Maybe looking for an offside play there. Still got 13 seconds on the game or the play clock, so they got plenty of time to get something in here.
If they don't hurry up, they won't.
Richards the third has the first down as he gets to the 40-yard line, just straight ahead behind his offensive line.
They've got a good offensive line. You'll see a lot of that zone read tonight from Will Richards III. That young man can run the football as well as throw it, and you take another look at it. Picked up the first down, and he's very much matured from last year.
Giving 3 yards to the 39. First down, back to pass. Nice catch. Good leaping grab there by Michael Stimson. Stimson has it further into Rough Rider territory for another first down.
One more look. There's Michael Simpson. And Marty Herbst told me keep an eye on him. He's a junior. He didn't play on the varsity last year, and he's a good one.
Picked up 12. Can't get around the end this time. Good job by Roosevelt's DeAndre Davis to turn that one back as Will Richards III found no room at the end.
He's running behind the line. Darian McClain, Tyrese Beasley, Cameron Gutierrez, Cornelius Manning, and Thomas Johnson. Those are guys up front for the Lions.
They lost 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 12 from the Roosevelt 29. Rolling left, squares his shoulders and throws for the end zone, and almost a one-handed grab, but we have a flag thrown, and we're going to see if that's interference. Don't know if it's offensive or defensive, because there was a lot of pushing and shoving going on there. It was Damian Calhoun, the intended receiver.
I believe it's going to be against the defense, the way they're looking. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe he was holding on to that other hand. Nelson Barnes will tell us what's it all about.
We have pass interference on the defense, number 2. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That probably could have gone either way, couldn't it, Lord?
I think so. So it'll move it down to the 14-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Waco High. This drive started back at their own 38. Around the left side this time goes Hamilton. And he'll get it inside the 10 down to almost the 5-yard line.
I'll tell you, I've seen Terrence Hamilton carry the football twice tonight. I'm pretty impressed. He has outstanding speed.
So he picked up 9 on that play. That's Will Richards III looking for the goal line. He's got the first down at the 4 before he's brought down. Picked up a yard on the play.
Looks like that was Clue Eccles in on the tackle. Not Clue, Chew Eccles.
So first and goal. Waco High on the march here, trying to score with their opening drive of the season. Harris in motion. Fake the handoff, and it's Will Richards, the third, up the gut into the end zone for the touchdown.
A lot of happy Waco High lines tonight. Man, pep squad, everybody. That's the way you want to start the season.
The holder is David Vaughn. And on to put the point on the board is Chris Escada. So with 7 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in the first quarter, our score is Waco High 7 and the Rough Riders nothing, scoring on this 4-yard run by Will Richards up the middle.
I tell you what, with Richards and Jalen Harris, and then you got Hamilton back there. That's a pretty good trio, and I guess the best way to keep Bryson Carroll under control is keep the ball away from him.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, he can't score if he don't have the ball, and the Waco High offense does its job, going 62 yards in 10 plays. They ate 4 minutes and 6 seconds off of the first quarter clock. That's a very good sign for the Waco High offense this year, Coach.
That was a good drive, and they mixed it up. They got a penalty on the opening kickoff, then the pass interference call was huge for them.
Mixed the plays up pretty well between Harris, Will Richards the third, and Hamilton to just matriculate it down the field.
They did what?
Matriculate.
You cannot be using those big words this early in the season.
Okay, I'll wait till the third game. Is that okay?
There's a good-looking big Tyler Miller. Played for Waco High back under Johnny Tucson. Played his football at Louisiana Tech.
Leroy Giles is back deep along with Joshua Morgan. Morgan on the near side.
And Josh Morgan can pick him up and lay him down.
Yes, sir, he can. Kickoff man for Waco High is Juan Arroyo, senior. Gets a foot in it toward the near sideline, but kicks it out of bounds. We'll see if Matt Carroll wants the football or wants to make him do it over.
Juan Arroyo is a so-called long kicker on kickoffs, long field goals, and where Escrivo is the short field goal kickoff guy, but that wasn't a long kickoff there at all.
So we're going to start this possession for the Rough Riders at the 30.
All right, Nelson.
We have a kick out of bounds on Waco. Roosevelt has accepted the ball at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
Okay, now we'll get our first look at the New Mexico commit, Bryson Carroll.
A combined 2,500 yards rushing and passing last year and 27 touchdowns by the Rough Rider quarterback. Kind of a pistol formation. Handoff goes to his running back, and there's nowhere for Joshua Morgan to go. That's that defensive line we expect a lot out of Waco High this year.
Oh, yeah, you got the Corey Abram up front. You got Dadrian Glasgow. You got the Kavian Vincent and Brandon Davis. These guys are awful salty. Plus, you got a good linebacker crew in Selman, Ritchie, and Webb.
2-yard loss for Morgan. Brings up 2nd down and 12. 3 receivers to the far side. Don't forget there is a tight end on this side. He is eligible. Sometimes they forget about those tight ends, don't they, Coach?
Yep.
It's going to be Carroll on the keeper, and he'll only get back to the 29-yard line. Run into Dalen Webb.
Well, you got Glasgow, you got Vincent. Those guys together weigh 600 pounds.
Wow.
A lot of beef.
3rd down and 11 from the 29.
You remember the Wendy's commercial, Where's the beef? Well, that's
right
where
down,
it is.
Yeah, right down there. Receiver on the near side is Walls. On the far side is Floyd. The Right-hander rolls to his right. That's the easier way for him to throw, and throws complete, but not enough for the first down as DJ Taylor knocks Floyd out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
Very interesting. Bryson Carroll is also their punter. Remember, he can also run out of that formation. New rule this year, you cannot hit the center until after 1 second has elapsed when he snaps it, or it's a penalty on a punt.
Got 8 yards on the play, brings up 4th and 3, so 3 downs and punt, a good series for the Waco defense. Back deep is DJ Taylor. Nice high kick by Carroll. And fair catch is all that DJ Taylor can do at the 31-yard line. Or was that Taylor? Nope, excuse me, that was Hamilton. Terrence Hamilton with the catch.
I think you'll see Will Richards playing quarterback most of the game. However, you will see Jalen Harris back there at certain times.
Rough Riders kept the ball for just a minute 36, so Waco High takes over this position at their own 31-yard line with 6:18 to go in the first quarter, leading 7-0. Richards looking to pass, completes it to Jalen Harris on the near side, but that's going nowhere. No yards gained on the play.
That was a nice tackle that time by Elijah Hunter from Roosevelt. Very nice tackle. That's the best way to stop Jalen Harris is stop him before he gets going.
Yeah, because if you let him get going, you're not catching him.
Nope.
2nd and 10. Straight drop back this time. Looking downfield for Harris. He's open and overthrown. Actually, yeah, that was not Harris. That was Ray High. That was intended for him. First incompletion for Harris, with Richards III.
That play must have come from the press box because they saw something they like, and he was about 10 yards behind the closest defender, and WR3 just overshot him a little bit.
So 3rd and 10. Now you get a 7-point lead, you can do things like that. Now we have a timeout called. They run out of time. Looks like we're going to get a penalty call.
False start. Yep. Offense, number 66. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
That's the problem you run into with all these hand signals sometimes. It just takes more time than the huddle does.
Yep.
You remember huddles, don't you? Remember the old days people used to huddle?
Yeah, I remember something about that. They used to gather behind the line of scrimmage and talk to each other. This don't happen anymore. From under pressure, Will Richards will only get back to about the line of scrimmage and somehow manages to lose his helmet. And now we also have an official throwing his hat.
Does he have to come out for one play? Is that the rule?
I believe that's still the rule.
Then I guess you'll see Jalen Harris in there if that's the case.
Well, it's 4th down anyway.
Well, that's right. But Will Richards is a punter.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a personal foul, face mask on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Well, they get the 1st down, and yeah, we will see Jalen Harris at quarterback as it's 1st down. They move it out to the 48-yard line of Waco High. No, sir, he may have lost his helmet, but he's back on the field.
Yep, so
he is the quarterback.
Maybe that penalty wiped that out. I don't know.
Maybe so. Around the left side goes Hamilton, able to turn the corner and get into Rough Rider territory before he's bumped out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
I tell you, it's Terrence Hamilton kind of all of a sudden appeared on the scene, only a junior, but boy, I've been very impressed. You look at him there, he turns the corner, he's got good speed.
Picked up 7 yards up to the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Yeah, that penalty helped keep this drive alive. Richards looking to pass, has an open man, and it's overthrown. Not sure why the receiver stopped. But had Michael Stimson continued running, he was free to the end zone.
That's twice they've run the play to this side, and both times it's been wide open.
So 3rd and 3 from the 45 in Rough Rider territory. Clock stopped at 5:12 after the incompleted pass. Send high to the far side along with one other receiver. Harris is in the slot. Fake the handoff to Hamilton, and here goes Will Richards III. He's into the open. Bulldog down inside the 25-yard line down to the 21. It's a nice run by Will Richards III.
It really was, and he was finally brought down by Aberdeen Walls. No, Aberdeen Bell.
There you go.
There you go.
Aberdeen
Bella.
Picked up 24 yards on the play. Coach, they ran a play when I'm looking down. An incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass.
Okay.
Michael Simpson was going to run before he caught it.
We have timeout, Roosevelt. That is their first charge timeout of the half.
I would have called timeout because they were running plays where I could see what was going on. Matt Carroll trying to slow the Waco High offense down here after his defense looked like they had a stop. With a 3rd and 15 at the 26, they got called for a face mask penalty, which kept the drive alive, and now Waco High getting close to the lip of the cup.
They've had two 15-yard penalties tonight so far, the interference and the face mask.
Lions got on the board with their first possession. Went 62 yards in 10 plays.
Well, those folks are having a good time this evening. Across the way you see
season.
some Roosevelt folks.
Just the time of year that everybody looks forward to. There's the student section for Waco High. I got here too early, though. I don't think the tailgate party got started yet. Looks like all the wet stuff has gone away. I don't see any more raindrops.
Don't see any more umbrellas. That's a good sign, I guess.
That's always a good sign. See what the offensive brain trust have figured out here as they send DJ Taylor and Ray High far to the near side. Out to the far side. Here we go. They're going to throw for the corner of the end zone, and it's going to be knocked down.
Once again, WR3 had a man wide open, and that time he undershot him a little bit. Good defensive play back there, but they've had receivers open all night.
Aberdeen Bello had his hands on it in the end zone, but couldn't haul it in.
I like that name, Aberdeen.
That's a new one.
If I have any more kids, one of them will be named Aberdeen.
Aberdeen, that's on the way to Lubbock, isn't it?
Yeah, right out there. I think they got 3 colleges out there, don't they?
3rd and 10 from the 21. Jalen Harris taking the snap and running up the middle, and he's headed for the end zone, and he'll make it from 21 yards out. Jalen Harris has the second touchdown of the night for Waco High.
That's a dangerous young man. I'm telling you what, he's got good speed. You look at Jalen right there, he broke that tackle, and right there is Katie bar the door. He's going to the end zone. He's only a junior. Did you know that?
He's been here forever.
This is about it's the 8th year, I think.
The extra point is good. Off the toe of Chris Escada to give Waco High a 14-0 lead with 4:41 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's the exact way you want to start the season. That's worth looking at again, which we are right now. Oh, Jalen going in the end zone for 6 points, and right there, Marty Herbst, his staff, got to have a pretty good feeling, I would imagine.
Took them 1 minute and 37 seconds to go 69 yards in 8 plays to get their second touchdown of the night.
I think it's very important for Coach Carroll's team now to get this football and try to get some points on the board, at least move the chains a little bit, which they didn't do on that first possession.
Again, you got Morgan on the near side waiting for the kickoff. Leroy Giles Senior defensive back standing just outside the 10-yard line at the top of your screen.
Is this the Roy you're kicking on?
It is.
He's supposed to have the strong legs, so we'll see. That first one was not any indication, I don't think.
Put a toe into this one all the way down to the 5-yard line. They fake the handoff. Morgan goes around the right side, and he's tripped up when he gets up to about the 25, and they're going to call him down at the 27. Second possession of the night for Roosevelt.
You see right there, they've done a little crisscross, fake that handoff. With you see, teams used to do that a lot. They don't do it much anymore.
See, the first time I ever saw that was the Pony Express from SMU.
Yeah,
they did that a lot. Reggie Dupart and some of those guys.
He could go, couldn't he?
He could. From the 32-yard line, Bryson Carroll has a couple of running backs in the backfield with him. He'll fake the handoff, looks to pass, throws underneath, and it's complete at the 34-yard line to his running back, Morgan. It's just about a 3-yard. Well, I'm thinking back. It's out to the 34-yard line. So that was at the 27 they started.
Good look at Josh from Morgan making a nice catch from Bryson Carroll that time.
Pass good for 7 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 3. Morgan, the running back, in the backfield with Carroll. An empty backfield. Carroll will keep the football and get around the edge, has the first down, gets through the first wave of potential tacklers, and finally gets the ball right to midfield. Pick up a 16 yards on the play for Carroll in the first down of the night for the Rough Riders.
Look at Carroll again. You can see some of that 4.4 speed right there. He put it in overdrive, turned the corner. That was a nice run. Really nice run.
Keep a couple of backs in the backfield with him this time. Hands it off to Morgan. Morgan over right guard, will spin his way up for about a 4-yard gain to the 46. First time they ventured into the Lion territory tonight.
They're right now moving the football just a little bit at a time, but I was very impressed with Bryson Carroll when he did that quarterback rollout a while ago. Good speed.
Walls and Floyd, the two receivers at the bottom of your screen. Carroll on the keeper, follows his block from Morgan, gets around the corner and is free down the far sideline and gets in down to the 25-yard line before he's finally brought down.
I tell you what, Roosevelt sees something they like. That play right there, they've run it twice with very good success. Here's another look at it, and you see he's kind of limp leg there, and then he turns it on.
Picked up 22 yards on the play. So all of a sudden, Bryson Carroll picking up chunks of yards for the Rough Riders.
You notice they huddle up. Do you notice that? They huddle up.
They do that.
I know you. I thought that was against the rules. I didn't
Foreign
know.
concept.
Huh.
Hand off to the up back. They take it inside the 20 down to about the 16.
That was Josh Morgan that time. That's your bell cow, except for Carroll. And if he hadn't slipped, he might have went the distance on that one.
Picked up 6 on the play. Carroll on the keeper, thought about going up the middle, but breaks it outside, then wiggles his way down to the 10-yard line. That's a pretty good shifty moves by Carroll there.
Yeah, if we take another look at it, he made a good juke move right about the line of scrimmage right there. Here he comes, and watch it shift back to the left. A really, really nice run. So 1st and goal from the 10-yard line
First time into the red zones for the Rough Riders tonight. Carroll back to pass, throws across the middle, and it's caught. Well, that's a really nice leaping catch made in the end zone for the Rough Riders. See if I can catch the number.
I believe it's 89, Lord.
I believe you're right. That'll be Wyatt Reuter with the touchdown.
That was one heck of a catch. Kind of a look-in pattern. He just went up and got it. That defense had good coverage on him.
On to tack on the extra point is Austin Schultz. And he puts it through for the point. So with a minute and 30 seconds to go, the Rough Riders get on the board with this 10-yard pass to Reuter.
By the way, Austin Schultz is their kicker. He's only a sophomore, and I think they feel pretty confident with him on the field goal from about 45 yards out.
We have running into the kicker, number 99 on the defense. That penalty is declined. The point after is good.
Big 99, that's one of the big guys there, the Kevian Vincent that time. 6 foot, 325 pounds. Oh, he's listed at 325, maybe a little more than that.
That drive for San Antonio Roosevelt, 73 yards in 7 plays. Took 3 minutes and 11 seconds. They still trail Waco High, though, 14-7 our score, with a minute and a half left to go in the first quarter. A couple of big plays there by Bryson Carroll. 22-yard run and a 16-yard run, and then the 10-yard touchdown pass. Now we see why they call him a dual threat quarterback.
Yeah, he's I'm pretty impressed with the young man. He's not a big youngster. He's probably about 5'9", maybe 5'10", but he's the real deal.
He was the quarterback from Teague a couple of years ago. That was
Austin Skinner.
Austin Skinner. Is he playing anywhere? Do you know what?
I know some small college somewhere in Tennessee or Georgia, somewhere like that. I thought he was really good.
I did too. That's kind of what Bryson Carroll reminded me of.
They couldn't beat Cameron that year, though, could they?
No, they couldn't. They played him twice here.
No.
Line drive kick coming to the near side, picked up by one of the up men at the 20-yard line, and he'll get it up to the 30.
Offsides against Roosevelt.
That was David Vaughn on the return, the junior defensive back.
If you, Marty, you take the player, you make him kick it again.
I'll kick it again. Depends on how much faith I have on my return guys, and I think Waco High's got the speed, but Marty knows his team better than I do.
Yep. I guess they're going to take it where it is. Or do they mark it off? They mark off 5 yards?
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll start this at the Waco 35-yard line.
Well, I was looking for Nelson Barnes there. He's over there visiting with Matt Carroll.
Yeah. A little conversation.
We had illegal formation. The player not within 5 yards of the ball, number 5 on the kicking team. That's a 5-yard penalty. Yep. First down, Waco.
That's something they'll go over in the film room?
I'm sure they will.
Handoff in the backfield to Hamilton, and Hamilton gets maybe a yard or two up to the 37-yard line. Give him 2. But I've been impressed with what he's done so far, Coach. Just in first time we've seen him carry the football for Waco High.
Yep. I tell you, that was a nice tackle by Stephen Marshall that time from Roosevelt.
Second down and 8. Fake the handoff. Richards blinded from the backside and gets it out, but gets it over to Jalen Harris, but there's nowhere for him to go. And matter of fact, that looks like a gain of none on the play. Matter of fact, they lose one to the 36.
That's the first play they ran in the football game right there. It was good success, but that time nothing doing. Snuffed out pretty well.
3rd and 9 from the 36. Clock continues to roll with just 33 seconds to go between the quarters. We'll going to check in with Dr. Bonnie Kane down on the field. Straight drop back, plenty of time, throws across the middle. It's complete to Ray High, and he's got some running room. Headed for the far sideline. Can he outrun the other man? No, he'll be knocked out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Knocked out of bounds by my man that time, Aberdeen Bellow. We'll take a look at Ray High right there. Right there, I said, well, he may go the distance, but you got to look at old Aberdeen. He's got a few wheels himself.
55-yard pass play to Ray High has the Lions inside the 10-yard line looking for a 3rd touchdown the first half. A throw underneath to Jalen Harris, and he's in the end zone for the 6. Well, that was a quick 6, Coach.
Yes, it was. Is that his 3rd touchdown tonight?
His 2nd.
Second, I mean, yeah. Those tailgaters are having a great time tonight, aren't they?
They are. Skate on to try the point after. Vaughn with the hold. And it is good. 9 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The Waco Lions have put 3 touchdowns on the board in the first 12 minutes. They lead San Antonio Roosevelt 21-7 thanks to this 9-yard pitch and catch from Will Harris III to Will Richards III to Jalen Harris.
You know, Bonnie Kane is going to interview former superintendent Roseanne Stripley.
Oh, that ought to be fun.
Yeah.
Well,
Roseanne, I think she and Jack Moss both hadn't seen each other in like 16 or 17 years.
That was a quick 6, Coach. 4 plays, 65 yards, took 1 minute and 21 seconds.
That's the way you like it. That's the way you like it.
Did leave 9 seconds on the board for Roosevelt to work through it with. There's only been 1 defensive stop in this first quarter, and that was the first possession for Roosevelt, when Waco High only allowed them 7 yards in the 3 plays before they had to punt the football.
If you folks are just now tuning in, we're just still in the first quarter because this game was delayed about 30 or 35 minutes due to lightning.
Well, it certainly helped keep the temperature down. The game time temperature was 79 degrees, down to 75 now.
I didn't bring a windbreaker, did you?
No, I didn't. The skater out to do the kicking chores on this kickoff. He'll pop it up toward the near sideline. A fair catch called for and fumbled out of bounds. For San Antonio Roosevelt, that was DeAndre Davis, who had his hands on the football, but at least keeps it in the Rough Riders' possession when he lost it out of bounds at the 36-yard line in their end of the field.
They better watch that play clock. I don't. Now they've reset it. I thought it started a little quicker.
Most likely the last play of the first quarter. Bryson Carroll, the quarterback, sends Floyd to the far side. Reuter to the near side. Has Morgan in the backfield with him. Looks to pass, complete to Reuter, and Reuter is bratted when he gets to the football at the 41-yard line. A pickup of 5 on the play, and that will be the final play of our first quarter. Waco High leads 21-7. Let's go down to the field and check in with Dr. Bonnie Kane.
Thank you, Laurie. I am on the field with Dr. Roseanne Stripling, superintendent at the time this stadium was built. Dr. Stripling, how did this happen?
Well, in late 1998, Jack Moss, who was the athletic director at that point in time, and Johnny Tusa, who was the head football coach, and I were talking, and we collectively decided that it was time that the students and the community of Waco ISD needed a new athletic complex. Paul Tyson was well beyond its years at that point in time. In fact, it was embarrassing for us to have visitors come. So we talked about that was an agreement. Everybody agreed on that, including the board of trustees. But the issue was how we were going to fund it. We knew we couldn't do a bond election because we'd just passed a bond election for new schools. We needed to do another bond election for new schools. So we got our heads together and decided that we could save enough money each year from our budget to amateurize and pay for this over a 15 to 20 year period. So that's how this stadium came to be.
You should be very, very proud. It's a beautiful stadium.
Thank you.
Back to you, Lark and Butch.
All right, thank you, Dr. Kane. Thank you, Ms. Stripling. It's a beautiful facility. Great place to play, a great place to broadcast from, too. All right, first play of the second quarter. Bryson Carroll with the handoff to Morgan. He is out in the open up to near midfield before he's swarmed under by, well, the ball gets loose out of bounds, but they're going to say forward progress up to the 50-yard line, so it's a 9-yard gain for Morgan.
Yeah, Josh Morgan, he and the Carroll, they're two bell cows, and I see Big Vincent, he was not in the game on that play, but he's back in. Big number 99.
It'll be a 1st and 10. Rough Riders looking to get into Lion territory for the second time tonight. Hand it to Morgan. He'll get a yard, and that's about all. It's tough sledding in the middle of that defensive line for Waco High. There's, as you said earlier, there's quite a bit of beef there.
Yeah, about 600 pounds worth. And I'd like to acknowledge who's making the tackle a little more than I am, but I'll be honest with you, I cannot read the numbers. I'd like to be honest, folks. You know what I'm saying?
Do we need to get you a new prescription?
Yeah.
Or just some binoculars like I'm using? Because that's about the only way I can tell. Carroll on the keeper, has some running room, deep into Lion territory, keeps the feet churning and takes it down inside the 35, down to the 32. Picked up 17 on the play. He's picking them up in chunks, Coach.
Yes, he is. And, you know, I don't know whether he'll play quarterback or not as you look at him again in New Mexico. But with that speed, there's a place for him somewhere on that field, I promise.
Guarantee. The receivers, Walls and Floyd, go to the far side. Keep two running backs in. Dalen Webb, the other running back, he's number 32. It's Webb who gets the football. He's across the 30 and finally brought down after he gets up to about the 27-yard line. Dwayne Ritchie trying to pull him back to the 30-yard line, had him by the belt loops, wouldn't let him go.
Let's good look at some of the. I guess they asked, is that Waco High cheerleaders, I guess?
Yeah. Number 32, excuse me, is Davion Deers. Number 32 is for the running back who carried the ball. Carroll to pass, pumped once, now has to throw it away. There was nobody there.
No, that's a smart play by him. He was outside the pocket, just get rid of it. If he'd have tried to keep it, he would have most likely lost yardage on that one.
Be 3rd down and 5. From the Waco 27. Straight drop back. Will throw for the near corner, but it's picked off. DJ Taylor is there to take it away. Good position by Taylor to keep that one from being completed.
Oh, that was a nice play by DJ that time. Now they're going to have the ball deep in their own territory, but to have the football, you'll take a look at it. DJ just had excellent coverage that time. It was intended for Trayvon Floyd, but didn't happen. I tell you what, people don't realize the work goes in getting ready to put on this classic with Johnny Tusa, Jack Stanley, Melissa, Christine, all these folks, Tommy Tacker, they do a great job out here at Waco ISD. And the folks that get the field ready. I know they have to mow the field, but they have to mow the berm and stuff. It looks very nice.
It does. In great shape, too. So from the Waco 2-yard line. Handoff goes to Hamilton. He's across the 5-yard line. Somehow managed to stay on his feet up to the 8-yard line. Picks up 6 on the play.
Look, I think this game is also being replayed on Time Warner Cable.
Is it?
Yeah. I see their cameras in the end zone down there. And
Second down and 3.
And we'll mark him out at the 9-yard line, so he picked up 7 on that play. Second and 3. Jalen Harris with the football. Ooh, got tripped up. Somebody grabbed him by his shoestring.
I believe that somebody might have been.
Is that DeMaurier Keys?
It looks like it might have been.
One of the few times you're going to find Harris losing yardage back to the 5.
Looking over at the sideline, trying to get a play to run. You want to be careful down there. You certainly don't want to turn it over. Worst case scenario, you have to punt the football. You still be better off than turning it over.
Yes, sir. Richards to pass, finds some running lane on the backside. Won't get the first down, though. He'll get it back out to the 8-yard line. A gain of only 3 on the play.
Let me tell you, that doesn't look at WR3. Remember, he's also their punter. And occasionally he'll tuck that football in and run. I don't think he'll do down deep in his own territory. He's only 5 yards back.
He's going for it and got it. Ray High still on his feet, and I don't think they'll catch him, Coach. Touchdown, Waco High. Boy, you talk about riverboat gambler.
I tell you, they do that a lot. I told you sometimes they go for it. They did that time. So when he was only 5 yards deep, I was wondering whether or not he was going to kick it or not. But once Ray High caught that football, it was Katie bar the door.
92-yard touchdown pass and play, or touchdown play from Will Richards
there
to Ray High.
He broke that tackle there. It's over. It's over. Right there, it's over. Ray High.
Alejandro Martinez on to put the extra point on the board, and it's good. 7:30 to go in the second quarter, and Waco High has built their lead to 28-7 on a little bit of a surprise play. Facing fourth deep in their own territory, instead of punting the football, they go to the pass play, and Ray High is going to run right into your living room, down into the end zone for the 6 points.
You remember when Johnny Tusa was coaching up here, they had a play call if the wideout wasn't covered on a punt, they'd throw the football.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't always work, but they'd throw it.
That was a drive of 1 minute and 52 seconds. Took them 4 plays to go the 98 yards, and of course the 92-yard touchdown play, the big one of that possession.
Well, Matt Carroll's got to be thinking right now, you know, we certainly didn't expect that. They were looking for the punt and good fake, and it worked well.
Waco High's offense has had the ball 4 times. They've scored 4 times. Looking good for Marty Herbston coming.
Yeah, I'd say it's right now looking real good. Good looking, something to proud on hand this evening on this nice, really nice, cool night in August.
Roosevelt's had the ball just 3 times and scored once. Turned it over on a punt and also on an interception. Waco High took advantage of the interception with that 92-yard touchdown play. The ensuing kickoff popped up to the near side, going out of bounds.
Offside, Waco High.
We have delay of game on the kicking team. It's a 5-yard penalty. We'll replay the kick.
So because it was delay of game, they get to kick it over. As opposed.
See, all the people on the kickoff team have to be 5 yards back of where the kicker is, where the ball is.
Yeah.
Till the ball is kicked. Not till it's kicked, but they got to start there.
You know, I don't remember that many rules in the kicking game when you and I played football. It was pretty much line up. As long as you didn't go offside, everything else was okay.
A lot of rules nowadays. And they tweak them every year, so I guess they have to justify their existence. I don't know.
There you go. There we go with the pop-up and the fair catch called at the 37-yard line.
Okay, we'll see what Matt Carroll and his team will do. Remember, coming up at halftime, I know we'll show the Waco High Band. I don't know about the other.
Roosevelt has it at their own 38-yard line. Trailing by 21. And 7.5 minutes left to the first half. They'll send Floyd to the near side. Walls to the far side. Really haven't passed that much tonight. 4 of 5 passing for 30 yards. Fake the handoff. Carroll keeps the ball, bounces off of one would-be tackler, gets the corner turn, and gets it up to about the 45-yard line. That's a nice job of turning what looked like nothing into something by Bryson Carroll.
Yeah, that's probably about the nicest 7-yard run or 6-yard run you're going to see. But he was stopped cold at the line of scrimmage, I thought. But see him right here, right there. They had him, didn't wrap him up, broke the tackle.
2nd down and 4. From the 44. Empty backfield for Carroll. On the end around. Get a good block on the end, but that's going to come back for an illegal block. Matter of fact, there's 3 or 4 Yankees on the field.
Yep.
Flag day all of a sudden.
Oh, it's a legal block or holding. It's one of the two.
Saw one preliminary indication of holding.
Yeah, it's coming back. That'll be the 3rd major penalty.
We have 2 fouls on the play. We have holding, number 76 on the offense. We have a personal foul, face mask, number 35 on the defense. Penalties offset. We'll replay 2nd down.
Now that's the first flag I remember against Waco.
I think it is, yeah. And that was against Dwayne Ritchie that time for inadvertently grabbing a face mask.
It's just washes out. And we go back to 2nd down and 4 at the 44. 3 wideouts going to the top of your screen. The lone receiver is guarded by DJ Taylor at the bottom. Carroll with the handoff, though, to Morgan, and Morgan is tripped up. About the time he gets to the line of scrimmage, he maybe gets 3 yards out to the 47-yard line.
Tell you what, this Waco High defense, I think they'll continue to get better, but they're pretty stout right now, especially against the run.
Morgan now has carried the ball 7 times for 28 yards. 3rd and 2 from the 46 is where they put the ball. Got the first down into Waco High territory. First carry of the night we've seen for Isaiah Gutierrez.
Bryson Carroll that time got upset. He thought he fixed the score. You look at it, he got tripped up right there. Actually tripped over his own man.
Is that Carroll with the ball as opposed to 5? Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I thought I saw 5 instead of 6.
They're hard to read their numbers sometimes.
He does pick up the first down. There was nothing there. Looked like one of those longest yard clothesline plays.
Goodness gracious. Was that big Lakevian Vincent that time?
I think so. No gain on the play.
Another passing situation, I guess, for Bryson Carroll, or if he gets flushed out of the pocket, he's got good wheels.
On the pitch. Outside to Morgan. Morgan can't get the corner turn. Waco High doing a good job going sideline to sideline defensively.
Yeah, they are, and that's the first time we've seen the option play tonight by Roosevelt. And maybe the last time we see it.
Yeah, just picked up a yard. Brings up third down. Well, give him 2.
See Marty Herbst out there yelling instructions to his defense. Big play, hold them on third down.
Floyd, the lone receiver on the near side. Carroll not looking his way, but he's got a lot of running room. Has the first down, gets a block from Floyd downfield, and finally knocked down inside the 30-yard line. Finally brought down by DJ Taylor.
DJ Taylor's had a good football game tonight defensively. He really has.
I agree.
Had the interception earlier, did a good job. There's another look at Bryson Carroll. There's DJ coming in and make the tackle right there.
All the way down to the 27-yard line. Picked up 19 on that last play. Inside handoff. Nowhere to go for Deers. Senior running back. Used mostly as a blocker. He gets the football every now and then. He got no yards on the play.
That might have been Dwayne Ritchie in on the tackle. I could not get the number, but he plays the middle linebacker. I think it might have been him. When they have second or third and long, they usually go to Bryson Carroll. Either throwing it or running it, most time running it.
Reuter, the only wide receiver on the far side, as they keep 2 running backs in with Carroll this time. They hand it off to Morgan, and Morgan with a nice cutback will get it inside the 15 and pretty close to the 10 and picks up another first down.
I want you to take a look at Josh Morgan this time. If we have a chance to see it, they run plays so fast, they're not huddling up right now, but that was a good move he made.
16-yard pickup for Morgan. Puts him outside the 10-yard line at the 11, 1st and 10. Same basic formation, run it to the other side. This time it's sniffed out a little quicker by the Waco High defense. Gets it down to the 9 for a 2-yard gain.
Number 14, Giles on the carry.
Still got the clock's under 2 minutes now remaining in this first half. Waco High, as you can see on your screen there, up 28-7, but Roosevelt's knocking on the door.
2nd down and 8. From the 9. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. And now timeout called by the Waco High defense. I believe this is the first timeout we've seen Waco High call here in the first half. So each team has 2 timeouts remaining here in the first half. Well, right now the story is the Waco High offense, Coach. They've put the ball in the end zone every time they've touched the ball. Plus got a little help defensively with the interception by DJ Taylor. Though it looked like Waco High was not going to be able to cash in on that interception because they were 98 yards away from the end zone. They turned it into 6 points on, I guess we can call it a fake punt. They weren't necessarily in punt formation. But
no, he wasn't but 4 or 5 yards deep.
It could have been punt formation for Will Richards III. We've seen him go through the quick kick out of that formation, but instead he threw it in the flat to Ray High, and he turned it into a 92-yard touchdown run and pass. So that's the last score we have on the board.
They're doing the flex cam deal here. Some of those folks really having a good time. We're up here back to action now. Waco High defense got to bow their neck right here.
Trying to stop a good drive by the Rough Riders here. Correct snap goes to Morgan. Morgan heads for the far corner. He's submarine before he gets to the end zone. Not real happy they didn't get there, but, Coach, I think he at least got the first down.
Looked like somebody's helmet came off. I didn't get the number, but one of the Roosevelt youngsters' helmet came off that time. And he has to leave the game. He didn't have it. I guess he'd had to. Yeah, he does. He's already gone.
11th play of this drive that started back at the 38-yard line.
Timeout, Roosevelt. That is their second charge timeout of the half.
No sense in not using the timeout since they don't carry over to the next quarter.
No, that's right. And you still have a minute 25 left, but Matt Carroll wants to make sure they get some points on the
Please place
on the board.
1:31 on the game clock.
A lot of folks lined up tonight for the halftime ceremonies. I see Jack Moss, I call him Tex, got on a cowboy hat. Judge Jack Struthers down there, so they got some big doings going on again.
What did you say in the open? This is game number 401 at this stadium?
Yep.
Wow.
That's averaging 25 a game. You know, they had 12 playoff games here last year.
Wow.
So I think our location has a lot to do with it.
And that's after a lot of other school districts have built really fine stadiums. Following the lead of Waco High.
Yeah, most of them pattern after this one.
They are.
In fact, you go to Corsicana or even out Midway, it's pretty much like this.
Mm-hmm. And this one was patterned somewhat after the HEB Stadium there in Bedford.
Bennington Field.
Yeah. Back to play, a minute 31 to go in the half. Rough Riders trying to cut the score in half, trailing by 21. Handoff goes to Morgan. He dives in behind left tackle. They're looking to see if he made it, and he did. Morgan's into the end zone for the touchdown from 1 yard out. An 11-play drive, Coach. It goes 62 yards. It's their best offensive push of the night for the Rough Riders.
Yeah, this extra point can put them within 14 points, so game on, I guess.
High snap on the fire drill, looking to throw it to somebody at the back of the end zone, and it is complete for the 2 points. Well, they executed that just perfectly.
Yes, they did.
At the back of the end zone making the catch was Xander Yarborough. So the 2-point conversion makes it 28-15. Here's the touchdown play by Morgan. And now the extra point. Nice job there by the holder, Nathaniel Aguilar, to get loose and get it to the back of the end zone to Yarborough for the 2-point conversion.
I know so Nathaniel's also a quarterback, so he threw that ball pretty well, didn't he?
He did. So that makes it 28-15. With a minute 25 left to go, that drive for the Rough Riders went 62 yards in 11 plays, and, Coach, they used 6 minutes and 5 seconds of the second quarter clock.
Nice drive. Now, I don't know whether Waco High will just try to run out the clock. They look at that little gal. She's just as cute as a speckled puppy. She really is. You think they'll try to run out the clock, or once they get the football, they'll try to score, I would imagine, don't you?
You know, after I saw the Riverboat Gambler play a minute ago,
Yep.
I think they'll try to score one more.
If they kick it deep, either one of these guys can take it to the house, I promise you.
Ricardo Moreno is set up to kick the ball. The squibber down the middle of the field. Picked up at the 18-yard line, got a wall of blockers, and up to about the 35-yard line. There's a fumble on the play, but I believe he was down at the time the fumble occurred. Returning the ball for Waco High was Michael Stimson.
I don't think Coach Carroll agrees with that. There's a yellow hanky around the 48-yard line. But if it's another kickoff violation against Roosevelt, Coach Carroll's going to go
We have
bananas.
offsides on the kicking team, number 5. We'll add 5 yards. First down, Waco.
That's 3 of those, isn't it, tonight?
Well, this one was at least offside and not illegal formation. Yeah, I've got a feeling they're going to be working on kicking game Monday.
I think they may be working on it tonight.
On the bus on the way home.
Yeah. Uh-huh. They got good field position, Waco High does, so they can let old WR3 do his thing, get it to Jalen Harris and go for it. Or Ray High.
From the 40. Handoff in the backfield. Nice little stiff arm there by Hamilton. I'm not sure if that brought the flag or what. Or if he got grabbed by the face mask himself.
I think he might have. Let Nelson tell us about it.
Holding, number 79 on the offense. It's 10 yards penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
Coach, I believe that's the first taken penalty against Waco High in this first half. That's unusual this early in the season.
Yes, it is. It is.
So it's from the spot of the foul, so that'll move it back to the 31. So it happened 1 yard into the run. It'll be 1st and 19.
Well, you got a minute, 11 seconds. You're up 28-15. That would be a bad score to take to halftime, all I'm telling you.
Ray High in the slot on the hash marks at the top of the screen, but he won't get the football as Will Richards III will be dragged out of bounds. Actually, they say he was down on the field, so the clock will continue to run as he'll lose a yard back to the 30-yard line. Maybe 2nd down and 20.
Waco High still got 2 timeouts left unofficially. I don't think they're going to take them. I think they're going to be satisfied with that lead. They may try to score, but.
Clock to 35 seconds. Richards rolling is under pressure, throws underneath, and is complete. A nice job of escaping tacklers. That's got to be Jalen Harris with the football. It is.
Yep.
He gets it into Rough Rider territory. They mark him down at the 47-yard line. Coach, he didn't want to go down.
Now you might think about calling a timeout. I know they're going to clock stops. They set the chains, but you got 2 left. Might as well use them, like you said. They don't carry over. There's Jalen again.
He got 24 yards on the play. Reverse. Nice block by the quarterback. One man gets through to throw high out of bounds at about the 36-yard line, but they picked up 10 on the play.
I think you got time for one more play, Lord. 7 seconds left. Might as well go for the whole enchilada here. There's Ray High. Didn't get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Seven seconds remaining. 1st and 10 from the 36. Will Richards has the pocket collapse on him. He's past the line of scrimmage, so he's going to have to do it on his own, but he's going to go out of bounds at the 29-yard line on the final play of the first half. A nice first half, though, for the Waco Lion offense, as they scored in every possession but their final possession, which ended at the 29-yard line in enemy territory, and they go to the locker room with a lead of 28-15. Stay where you are. We got our halftime activities coming up in a moment right here on Waco ISD TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, 17 years ago, amidst much anticipation and fanfare, the Waco Independent School District unveiled a state-of-the-art athletic complex to serve the needs of students and student athletes of Waco Public Schools. On that inaugural night, the Waco community turned out in large numbers to witness the first football contest at the new stadium, featuring our own University Trojans and the Waco Lions. That overflow crowd filled more than 14,000 seats and marked the inauguration of what has become one of the most sought-after high school facilities in the state of Texas. Over the last decade, Waco ISD Stadium has been ranked the #1 playoff destination in our state, a total of 7 seasons. And this very field has welcomed thousands of visiting players, coaches, and fans from across our great state. Since opening in 2000, the Waco ISD Stadium has witnessed a generation of children enjoying the inherent experiences that accompany a venue of this magnitude. These students have felt the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. They've learned about sacrifice, hard work, and the importance of teamwork, not only in athletic endeavors, but also fine arts performances. And those performances and accomplishments are second only to the confidence they instill. Yes, it's just a stadium, but the joys gained and the lessons learned through participation, cooperation, sharing, and fellowship have yielded life-changing moments and eternal friendships. Join the Waco ISD family tonight as we honor the former administrators and school board whose collective vision, faith, and persistence made the dream of a state-of-the-art athletic complex a reality. Our first honoree is our former superintendent of schools, Dr. Roseanne Stripling. And Dr. Stripling served as superintendent from 1997 to 2000. Next is former Director of Athletics, Jack Moss. And Coach Moss's vision was ahead of his time when he served as Athletic Director from 1996 to 2003. Next is former Board President Marcelo Sonny Lozano, and accepting the honor on behalf of her late husband is Jeannie Lozano, and she's joined on the field by the rest of the Lozano family. Our next board member, the late Billy Barrett, and accepting the award on his behalf is his wife, Janice Barrett. Next is board member Debbie Luce, who served as a trustee from 1998 to 2010. Next is board member Connie Jefferson, who served from 1997 to 2003. Our next honoree, a board member, Honorable Judge Ralph Strother, who was a member of the trustees from 1992 to 1999.
Judge, appreciate you, love you. Thanks for all you do.
Also being honored tonight, but unable to attend, Board Vice President Dr. Dot Snyder. And also unable to attend tonight, Board Vice President Susan Richards. Congratulations to our latest additions to the Waco ISD Lifetime Athletic Honor Roll. Let's honor them with a round of applause.
All right, just Roseanne, you can lead them off. Mary will take y'all up.
color guard member, Cassie Verestega. The section of the week is the color guard. Way to go. And now, on the Waco side of the field, we are pleased to introduce the pride of Rough Rider Country, the national award-winning Roosevelt Patriots varsity dance team. Patriots officers are Colonel Sophie Correll, Lieutenant Colonel Coral Marquez, First Major Elena Washington, Majors Brooke Finch, Regina Hodge, Andrea Rodriguez, and Crystal Washington. Patriot of the Week is Lisa Balderas. On the Roosevelt side of the field, we'd like to introduce the award-winning Dazzlers Junior Varsity Dance Team. The Dazzler officers are Captain Angelique Torres, co-captains Deco Calderon and Ashley Avalos, Lieutenants Brenna McCoy, Stephanie Owen, and Kobe Jackson. Dazzler of the Week is Deja Davis. Cheerleader captains, Jasmine Grimaldo. Cheerleader of the Week is Cameron Cabrera. Patriot and Dazzler Director is Allison Redding. Cheerleader coach is Taylor Eddington. Cavalier coaches are Carol Rademacher and Allison Redding. Okay, Rough Riders. Rough Rider fans, on your feet to show your spirit as we exit the field to the TR Fight song.
The 2016 Scarlet Line Drill Team is under the direction of Charmion Fletcher and Wanda Johnson. Officers are Captain Sharkavia Slaughter and co-captains Azaria Smith and Sheandria Mathis, along with First Lieutenant Reagan Lawrence. The dancers of the week is Mikhail Harris. Tonight, the Scarlet Line is performing a routine to the smash hit, Bang Bang. And now, Waco High School proudly presents the 2016 Lion Pride Marching Band. The band is led by drum major extraordinaire Kerry Berkeley Jr. The 2016 Waco High Lion Pride Band is under the direction of Scott Stuhler, Tyler Sage, and Rachel Whipple. Percussion is instructed by David Johnson and Adrian Rodriguez. The color guard is instructed by Cherie Wingett and Miranda Kane. Visual instructor is Alex Wynn. The outstanding band members of the week are Andrew Ramirez and Diamond Wade Ackridge. Tonight, the band will be performing movements 1 and 2 of this season's competition show entitled Twisted, featuring original music by Scott Stuhler and Ted Riker. Drum major, is your band ready? Lion Pride Band, take the field in performance. The 2016 Lion Pride Band would like to thank you all for your attention and support this evening. We would also like to give a big thank you to all of our band parents for their efforts and tremendous support this season. This week's band business sponsors are Waco High Band Boosters Association, Rudy's Barbecue, Bubba's 33, HEB.
Hope you enjoyed our halftime activities here at Waco ISD Stadium. We're about to start the third quarter of action with the Waco Lions on top of the San Antonio Roosevelt Rough Riders by a score of 28-15. A good first half offensively for Waco High, as they had 239 yards of total offense against 184 for San Antonio Roosevelt. Most of that has been through the air, believe it or not, for Waco High, but that was because of one 92-yard play. 9 of 13 passing for Will Richards III for 148 yards. Meanwhile, his counterpart, Bryce Carroll, has thrown the ball 5 times, completed 4 for just 30 yards. He's also had 1 touchdown pass and 1 interception. That 1 interception, the only turnover in the game so far. Believe it or not, first downs are fairly even. Waco High with 10 first downs to 9 for Roosevelt. Time of possession is on the Roosevelt side at 13:30 of the first half, while Waco High has had it for 10 minutes and 30 seconds of the first half. But a couple of quick scores for Waco High has them out in front. Individually, leading rusher in the game right now is Morgan for Roosevelt. He's carried the ball 13 times for 57 yards and a touchdown. And let me correct that. Actually, it is Bryson Carroll who has the most yardage, 97 yards on 8 carries. He got a lot of yardage in big chunks during the second quarter. Deers has also carried a couple of times for no yardage officially. Waco High on the other side is led by Jalen Harris with 44 yards on just 4 carries. He's also got a touchdown. Will Richards III, 8 carries for 18 yards and a touchdown. And a nice first half and first game of the year for Terrence Hamilton, the junior running back, who's carried the ball 5 times for 29 yards. Receiving wise, Ray High has the most yards, basically because of that 92-yard touchdown play. He's 2 catches for 147 yards. Stimson has 1 catch for 12 yards, and Harris has 6 catches for 32 yards. The leading receiver for Roosevelt is Reuter, 2 catches for 15 yards. He's also scored their passing touchdown. Morgan with a catch for 7 yards. Floyd with a catch for 8 yards. Many thanks to our statistician, Steve Tankersley, for helping keep up with the facts and figures of this one. Coach, any surprises to you from this first half?
Only the 4th down pass in their own territory that was a surprise. But you know what? This game is a long way from being over. And I've been very impressed. Of course, I knew I would be with Jalen Harris, WR3, but I've been impressed with Terrence Hamilton. He came out of nowhere. Ray High, of course, on the other side of the coin. Bryson Carroll's everything that he's supposed to be. He's a good football player. He's not very big, but the dynamite comes in small packages.
I think the one thing that surprised me here in this first half has been DJ Taylor, his play on defense. He got the interception that stopped the Carroll drive at the lip of the cup that was turned into that 92-yard touchdown. But he's been pretty much all over the field.
Yes, he has. He's played a good football game. We'll see if we can put the 2 halves together for the Lions.
So the Rough Riders won the toss at the start of the game, and they elected to defer, so they'll take the football here to start the second half. Again, perfect weather conditions for the start of the high school football season. There is no wind to speak of. We're down to 75 degrees on an August Friday night.
Unbelievable.
Just outstanding weather. So Carroll will get the football first, going from left to right on your TV screen. Leroy Giles on the near side, Morgan on the far side, awaiting the kickoff from Chris Escada. And before we get things underway, we have a whistle as one of the officials down at the goal line was trying to get everything put where it belongs. One of the pylons for the back of the end zone was out of place. See if they the Skata's in there. Usually he's the pooch kicker, isn't he, Coach?
Yes.
It's the pop-up variety toward the near side, taken at the 18-yard line. Cross handoff does not occur. It goes, keeping the football is Giles, and Giles will get up to about the 26-yard line.
We've seen that return twice, and neither time has there been a handoff. Both times it's been a fake. So maybe later on, if they have that opportunity, they might hand it off.
Well, Marty Herbst is hoping that's the last time they receive a kickoff tonight.
Right.
From the Roosevelt 26-yard line. Bryson Carroll, the quarterback, has Morgan behind him. Keeps the football straight ahead. And He'll move the pile up to the 30-yard line for a gain of 4.
He's brought down by a host of Waco High lines that time.
Got to believe maybe part of Matt Carroll's strategy here in the second half is to hold on to the football as long as possible when they have it on offense.
Yeah, and cut down on the major penalties. That really hurt them in the first half.
Certainly did. 2 of Waco High's touchdown drives kept alive by 15-yard penalties against their defense. Handoff goes to Morgan, I believe. He bangs forward across the 30, but just to the 31-yard line. Actually, that was Deers with the football, number 32, who gains 1 yard, and we have an injury on the play.
Young man holding his knee there is Xander Yarborough. Certainly hope he's okay.
So, Coach, for this being the first game of the season, Marty Herbst has to be real happy with his ball club overall as far as penalties go in the first half. They have not been, they only had, I think, 2 flags thrown against them, and one of those was offsetting.
Okay. Let's acknowledge some of these Waco High folks right quick. The principal, as you well know, Ed Love, used to be the baseball coach here. Assistant coaches, Ryan Graves, Brendan Smith, Greg Rudolph, Shane Avance, Theo Bogny, John Christian, A.C. Coleman, Thomas Draper, Andrew Hurtado, Corey Free, John Knox, Tyler Miller, Sol Ross, he's also the baseball coach, Charles Hunter, and Ricky Torres.
Good to see Xander Yarborough get off the field on his own power, so the injury doesn't appear to be too serious. Enough to send him to the sideline. Roosevelt faces a 3rd down and 5. Pass is incomplete, intended on the far side for Walls. And it's going to be 3 and out for Carroll, and another feather in the hat for the Waco High defense as they start another half keeping their opponent from getting a first down.
Look at that. Boy, they grow those cheerleaders younger and younger every year, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Once again, Bryson Carroll's the man doing the punting. Last time he punted, he had about a 5-second hang time.
And I think that's the only punt we've seen tonight.
I think you may be right.
Gets a decent snap, does the rugby punt. It's a knuckleball. It's going to take a Waco High bounce and be killed at the 44-yard line by Walls. So Waco High gets the ball for the first time in the second half with 10 minutes and 39 seconds left to play in that 3rd period.
They've had good success early on running the zone read with Will Richards keeping it, of course, giving it to Jalen Harris. And I tell you what, they've had the receivers wide open 3 different times tonight, and WR3 just overshot them just a little bit. So we'll see if they've kind of adjusted that. Good look at Marty Herbst, head man at Waco High in his 5th year.
Lions get the ball at their own 44-yard line. 2 receivers to each side. Will Richards III, the quarterback, hands it off to Hamilton. He bounces on around the corner and stays in bounds and gets into Rough Rider territory to the 49-yard line. Nice job to turn nothing into something by Hamilton.
Yeah, he really actually should not even got past the line of scrimmage, but he just made a good move. So you can pick up 5 or 6 yards on first down, and makes it a little easier on you.
To the Rough Rider 49, that's a pickup of 7 for Hamilton. They fake it to him, they pitch it out in the flat to Jalen Harris, but it bounces into his hands, incomplete.
It's probably just as well, because that play, it was doomed from the start.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage, facing the 3rd and 3. Look to the flat, and it's complete to Ray High, and High's able to get the first down and bull his way down to the 41-yard line. And do I see a flag at the end of the play? I do, Coach.
Yep.
So they got 8 yards on the pass play, and see if there's any more tacked on to that.
Personal foul, face mask, number 24 on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Another major penalty against the Rough Riders.
You know, Ray High just ran a little hook pattern that time, and you got to be careful. He might run that hook and go a little bit because he burned them earlier with a long pass.
So it takes it down to the 26-yard line after the 8-yard pass play, and then the 15-yard penalty added to it. and Waco High's offense once again on the march on the opening possession of a half. It's one of those goals those coaches set for every game, is to score offensively at the start of each half. Flag thrown as the ball is snapped. This is apparently going to be a procedure
False
call
start.
against Waco
Number
High.
79 on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
But there still has not been very many penalties against the Lions tonight.
They have not been behind the chains often.
Nope.
It's a 1st and 15 from the 31. High goes in motion to put 2 receivers to the far side. Plenty of time for Will Richards. Now he'll bail out of the pocket as he gets pressure from the far side and run it out of bounds at the 31. No gain on the play.
That's good coverage that time by the Roosevelt secondary. Nobody was open, so Will just tucked it in. You'll see it right here. Just got what he could out of it.
So it's a 2nd down and 15. Richards again looking to pass the ball, will be sacked back at the 34-yard line. Could not get away that time from Xander Yarborough. Apparently he wasn't injured too bad, Coach. He was back out there pretty quick.
So he got that knee well in a hurry, didn't he?
They say it's back to the 33, so it's a loss of 2 on the play.
Aren't they in 4-down territory down here, you think?
They were in 4-down territory down at the 2 or wherever it was. Looking to pass down the middle, and they're going to intercept it inside the 10-yard line. That was almost like punt for kick. Only because it was 3rd down did it make sense to intercept that. If that was a 4th down pass, you knock it down, because otherwise you lose yardage.
Elijah Hunter, as a young man, made the interception at time for the Rough Riders.
Waco High gets turned away. 9:06 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Roosevelt has the ball for the 2nd time in the period, and they'll start at their own 7-yard line. This may be their worst field position to start a drive tonight. Carroll waits for the ball, hands it off to Morgan, who's got a nice cutback lane, and gets it out across the 15, out to about the 16, maybe the 17-yard line.
I'm very impressed with Joshua Morgan. That young man, he's a good running back. He got good balance and decent speed. You take one more look at it, right there, thought he was down, kept his balance, picked up some more yardage.
Got 10 yards out of that 1st down play. So that moves the chains. And from the 17. Couple of receivers to the near side. They keep one of the receivers, Giles, in the backfield. The handoff goes to Morgan, follows Giles' block around the corner. Now will try to reverse field, and that was a mistake. He'll be thrown down for a 5-yard loss back to the 12.
He reversed field and ran into big Lakevian Vincent. That's not a good plan.
No. Bring up a 2nd and 15.
They've got to contain Carroll, because this is a passing down, but he's most dangerous when he gets outside that pocket.
Deers checks out of the huddle and goes to the sideline. Trying to get as much as they could out of that. Carroll gets it out to about the 17, but he just got back the 5 yards they just lost, and now it's 3rd down and 10.
Early on in this 3rd quarter, to me, this is a pretty big play here for both teams. Because Waco High can hold them right here, force them to punt. They should get excellent field position.
Lloyd is the receiver at the bottom of your screen, guarded by DJ Taylor. Pass is in and out of the hands. Falling away from the ball was Aberdeen Bello. And even if he caught it, Coach, I don't think he had first down yardage.
And no, I don't either. So brings up a punting situation for Bryson Carroll. First time he punted it high. Next time he did a rugby style punt, so we'll see what he does this time.
Carroll now 4 of 7 passing for 30 yards. He has not completed a pass here in the second half yet. High snap, Carroll pulls it down and gets it off the side of his foot, and it's going to be going to go out of bounds somewhere between the 35 and 40-yard line. That did not turn out well for the Rough Riders.
No, and it gives the Waco High Lions a really good field position. Still, you see the time on your screen there, Waco High up 28-15, but a lot of time left in this football game.
So Waco High will get the ball with their best field position of the night at the 36-yard line in San Antonio territory. Hamilton in the backfield with Will Richards III. He gets the football, had some room up the middle, but decides to bounce it outside and will finally be tackled and bulldogged at about the 34-yard line, so giving two yards on the play.
That was 2 hard yards too.
Yeah, it was.
He showed good balance that time. I thought he was down about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but he did pick up 2. So
actually, they moved him out to the 33, so give him 3 yards on the play.
Now, what is Jalen Harris going to get the ball again?
Well, seeing how he's standing right there next to Will Richards, probably on this play. There he goes. Nice little cutback lane, but it's closed down all of a sudden on him. And he'll get it to the 31 for a 2-yard gain.
That defensive line for Roosevelt has played pretty well against the run, tackle to tackle, but Waco High has had pretty good success getting to the flanks.
Harris with just 5 carries for 46 yards. They're going for the end zone. It's in and out of Ray High's hands. Getting there defensively at the very end was Aberdeen Bello, but High was looking for his second TD catch of the night.
That was the best long pass that Will Richards has thrown tonight, I guess, except for the 4th down play. That was a nice pass, but couldn't handle it.
So here they are, 4th and 5 at the 31, and looks like maybe a free play. Flags are thrown, whistles are thrown, and Marty Herbst is out by the numbers.
Yes, sir.
Not happy with something.
Not at all. Who moved first, though?
Did see
we
a
have false start, number 5 on the offense. It's 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
It's now 4th and 10.
Did you consider punting this?
No.
If they're not going to punt from their own 4-yard line, they're sure not going to punt here. No problem.
The 25-second clock hasn't even started. But it looks like punt formation.
Yeah, I think he might do it.
Sure enough, pooch kick will take a Waco High roll, and if they get to it at the right time, they do at the 1-yard line. Very nice, effective pooch kick of 35 yards down to the 1-yard line will put the Rough Riders with their back against their own end zone.
That time WR3 was about 7 to 8 yards deep, so you had to figure it was going to be a punt.
So both teams here in the third quarter playing field position.
Yes, they are, and right now, Waco High is winning that.
They certainly are, with Roosevelt starting at their own 1. Let's see, they started at their 26, their 7, and now they're 1. Waco High's 2 possessions. They started at the Waco High 44 and the Roosevelt 36. .608 left to go, third quarter. We're still at our halftime score, 28-15. And off to Morgan. There was a hole there that clamped down pretty quickly, but he is able to get it out to about the 8-yard line for a 7-yard gain.
When we do get an opportunity later, I would like to acknowledge our crew, but maybe do it between quarters or later on when there's a timeout. They do a good job.
They do.
Plus, we have a lovely young lady on our crew this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I got tired of looking at more ugly guys all the time.
Well, you better watch it, Coach. Be careful. Those guys can turn on you. Carroll waits for the snap. Trying to get around the corner. Out to the 20-yard line. A good job by Giles to be able to keep up the first down and keep this drive going.
Waco High cannot let them get on the flanks like that. They got to make them go to the inside, and I think they made a couple of substitutions after that. And young man coming off Waco High did not catch his number, but coming off rather gingerly, that's big number 90. That's Anthony Eastland.
From the 21, after that 14-yard gain, they send 3 receivers out to the right. But Carroll will take the ball straight up the middle and get it up near the 30-yard line. I believe there may have been a fumble at the end of the play, but looks like Roosevelt back on the football. They'll mark it at the 28, gain of 7 yards on the play for Carroll.
It's pretty much been the Bryson Carroll show now, with the exception of Joshua Morgan has made a couple of pretty good runs.
We've got Carroll with carries of 16, 22, 17, 19. He's picked up some big chunks tonight.
He had close to 100 yards at the half rushing, I think.
He did. Again, he had over 25 yards combined rushing and passing a year ago. Morgan trying to get it up to the first down, can only get a yard out of it to the 29-yard line. Not a whole lot of room on that right defensive side for Waco High.
You notice McKeevy and Vincent, they're putting him in the game, bringing him out, giving him a little chance to catch a little breather every now and then, because when you're that big, it's tough on you, 350 pounds or whatever it is.
Plus you're in there weightlifting for 48 minutes of the night against somebody else that's as big as you. They tighten up the formation with the receivers on the right side. Carroll, though, looking left, going down the far sideline, and it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of Felton Walls. Over there for Waco High, David Vaughn defending.
Did a good job,
an ineligible man downfield, number 72 in the offense. That penalty's declined, 4th down.
Yeah, there's old 72. He was way downfield.
3 possessions for Roosevelt here in the third quarter, and they've all ended in a punt. They've only picked up 2 first downs out of the 4 possessions. Waco line defense doing its job. Carroll, another high snap, is going to run with the football, looking for the first down, and he's got it, but there's a flag thrown. Let's see if that negates that first down.
That'd be a procedure offsides against San Antonio Roosevelt.
A couple of Lions are down. Kind of acts like.
We have holding, number 21 on the offense. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Replay 4th down.
So that'll make it 4th and 12. And take it all the way back to the 19. So once again, the Rough Riders shoot themselves in the foot. A couple of times on defense, it ended up extending Waco High drives that ended in a score, and now after picking up a first down on 4th down, they end up missing that opportunity with a penalty.
You know, Lark, this is one of the few games in August we've had. We hadn't seen any cramps tonight because it's not hot.
There you go, 75 degrees.
And that pickle juice, a lot of people drink that pickle juice. That'll stop that cramp.
Do you know where I can pick some of that up?
Yeah, but I can't tell you.
Boy, that's.
Me and Tank, the only people know where to get that stuff.
I bet it's a store in Valley Mills. Well, we may be working on one young man with a cramp. there at the 40-yard line. That's Dalen Webb, one of the backup running backs who also plays on the defense. Punt team comes off the field to the sideline after being attended to. Carroll bobbles that snap a little bit, but able to get the punt off. Takes a sideways bounce and killed once again. Well, it's only going to be marked at the 50-yard line. Well, they're going to mark it at the 49, so they're still in Rough Rider territory here in this third quarter, Coach.
Yeah, they need to get something going now with WR3 and Jalen Harris. Get one of those guys loose and try to hit Ray high on the long one again, because they've had success with that tonight.
So from the 49-yard line in Rough Rider territory. A wishbone look here with the quarterback between the two running backs, and he handed off to Jalen Harris, and Harris is just picking his way through Rough Riders, manages to stay on his feet until someone grabs a shoelace and trips him up at the 38.
If that someone had not grabbed that shoelace, he was gone to the house.
Picked up 12. First and 10. Again, Harris with the football. And just drives forward until three guys have to. Actually, I'm sorry, that was Hamilton with the football. Nice drive by Hamilton to get it down to the 33-yard line.
When you have Richards, Harris, and Hamilton in the backfield, you got three pretty good running backs.
I have to agree. The second down and 6. No reason to pass the ball right now. You move the football, you got a 2-touchdown lead. And here we go with the pass. To Hamilton. Look at that one-handed catch. Wow! Outstanding job by Terrence Hamilton to pull that one in and get it down to the 1-yard line. Watch this catch, Coach.
Oh, yeah, this is a thing of beauty. Look at Hamilton. One hand right there. Beautiful, beautiful pass. Just like you said, there's no reason to throw the football there.
A 32-yard gain down to the 1. First and goal. Handoff into the end zone, touchdown. And it's Hamilton who gets his first touchdown as a Waco Lion. He deserves it after that catch, Coach.
He does. I tell you what, that young man has come on the scene, and he's come on strong. Let's put it that way.
Skata on to put the point after on the board. And does so successfully. 2 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Waco High extends its lead to 20. It's now 35-15 in favor of the Lions.
It's a big good opportunity to acknowledge our crew. Leslie Ugali is doing graphics tonight. That's the young lady I was telling you about. Jesse Maldonado's on camera. He's been working with us a long time. Skip Field Goals taking care of the audio tonight. Justin Sanchez is on camera as is. Alan Miller and Eli Rodriguez, and upstairs here Terrell McSpadden. Ricky Mazza is handling the instant replay. Bill Tabner is also helping him out. And as always, our director, producer, everything, Mr. Jesse Pateo. Good job, folks.
Yeah, thank you, guys and gals. You do a wonderful job. We appreciate it. Yeah, they're working. We just get to sit here and watch football.
Yeah. And drink Cokes and Dr. Pepper. Cokes, I mean.
Frescas, water, whatever else they can bring us. Waco High has had this one in control pretty much since the opening period. They took the opening kickoff 62 yards in 10 plays, then got the ball the second time and went 69 yards in 8 plays and grabbed a 14-point lead really quick. Kickoff by Arroyo is taken down at the 5. Giles keeps the football and cuts it back up the middle of the field. Nice return by Giles to get it across the 30 up to about the 32-yard line.
They still have tried to reverse. There you go. Still just fakes it again. They've still not handed it off yet. That was a nice run that time, Giles. Really nice run.
So they'll start at the 33-yard line. Carroll with the pistol look with the running back behind him here. Handed off. That's number 32, Deers, back in the game with the carry. Get it up to the 35. Like that, the 36, give him a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they do hand it off to Deers. He was a little late getting there. And Bryson Carroll was wondering, hey, where's my running back?
Yeah, Bryson didn't know exactly what to go. Turn around, nobody was there to hand it to, but right there, there he is. I think if San Antonio Roosevelt's going to have to open this thing up before long, let Bryson start throwing the football, because you're down right now 35-15.
3rd and 7 from the 36. Appears to be a passing down. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation. Morgan back in the backfield with Carroll. Looking to pass in the flat. It is complete to Floyd at the near sideline. Trayvon Floyd, senior wideout, picks up the first down.
Nice pass that time with Bryson Carroll. You see, squared his shoulders, set his feet, and there it is. Nice catch that time with Floyd.
Out to the 48-yard line and pick up a 12 on the play to pick up the first down, keep the drive alive. If they don't run, well, they'll run one more play. This could be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Giles is not going to get anywhere this time. He is, well, we got a flag at the field. I wonder if they got a face mask in there, Coach.
Looks to me like it's what the infraction may be.
Giles with the carry, but the face mask going to be the first major penalty against Waco High in the game.
Personal foul, face
that's
mask
just
on the
amazing
defense.
this deep into the
15-yard
first
penalty,
game.
Automatic first down.
1st and 10. It's going to get into Waco High territory on the penalty. We'll take it down to the 38-yard line. And that'll start the clock up, and that'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So we head to our final 12 minutes of tonight's contest with our score, Waco High 35 and San Antonio Roosevelt 15. Let's go down to the field and check in with Dr. Bonnie Kane.
Thank you, Lark. I am here with Waco High School Assistant Principal James Stewart. Mr. Stewart, I understand it was an excellent start of the year at Waco High. Is that true?
That is true. When you have a good team, counselors, you have your administrative staff, your teachers, everybody that's buying in. We have our behavior staff. We had a tremendous just turnout and buy-in of all that staff coming together. And so when you have people working together and trying to help each other and supporting each other, it makes things a lot easier for a campus to run smoothly.
Well, it was a smooth start. Everyone's talking about it, and it's, again, because of that restorative justice that you have in place.
One of the things that happened with the restorative justice, we had training right before school started, and a lot of those teachers took that as an initiative to do those things in the classroom. So when you're talking about building relationships at the beginning, instead of having to try and go back and repair those relationships, man, it makes a big difference in the classroom when you can build those relationships early and get to know your students, and then you can relate to them and get that relationship built. That bridge is so valuable.
Y'all doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
Take it away, Lark.
All right, Dr. Kane, thank you very much. 4th quarter action now as Rough Riders face a 1st and 10 at the Waco High 38 after picking up the 15-yard penalty on the first major penalty of the game against Waco High. That's just, I'm amazed that they get 3 quarters deep before they finally get one. Going for the bomb in the corner, and it's just out of the reach of his intended target, Felton Walls.
The young man that Dr. Kane just interviewed, James Stewart, was a heck of a receiver for Johnny Tusa. Played his football down at Southwest Texas State, and now he's in administration. Super young man.
Always good to see him come back. 2nd down and 10. And as you said, the Rough Riders may need to start selling out a little bit. Looks like that was the plan, at least with that play. Deers and Morgan both in the backfield, and it's Morgan with the football. Tries to cut it back inside, and a nice form tackle keeps him from getting very far. I think he just got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard on the play. Let's give him one to the 37.
And I'm sure that Waco High is very content to let them just keep running the football. And Dwayne Ritchie made the tackle that time for the Lions.
No wonder it was such a great form tackle.
Yeah.
Brings up a 3rd down and about 9 from the 37-yard line. Carroll looking to his right, will throw underneath, and it is knocked out of the hands. A nice job defensively by Waco High's David Vaughn. He got right in the middle of him, didn't he?
Yes, he did. That was a great play that time by David Vaughn. You see it right there. He was Johnny on the spot or David on the spot, whatever you want to say.
Well, it's a 4th and 9, trailing by 20 points. And then their opponents into the field. You got to believe they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, I think they have to. Cause
they may need a timeout as the play clock's down to 10. So they're just now getting out of the huddle.
Yeah, if they're going to call timeout, see Coach Carroll over there.
We have timeout, Roosevelt. That is their first charge timeout of the half.
Both teams still have, well, now Roosevelt just has 2 timeouts. Waco High has its full complement of 3.
I'd like to say something about the scoreboard out here, Lord.
Yes, sir.
That thing is beautiful. It's a vivid picture, and they do a good job putting separate, different stuff up there. And they just got her Easter bonnet on. She's a little bit early for that.
Are they doing the chicken dance?
Yeah.
Bush's chicken?
I guess so.
You win that contest.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down.
Yes, sir, buddy.
Video scoreboards are the coming thing for high school.
Yeah.
They've been in colleges the pros for years. That thing that Jerry has at Jerry World. Have you made a trip to the Star yet?
No.
Are you going to make a trip to the Star?
No.
Hopefully we'll get there someday, maybe for a playoff.
Yeah.
We play somebody from Frisco.
In fact, I think Frisco High School tomorrow's got all 4 of their high school teams going to play in that
in a rotation in that at the Star, huh? And that place isn't fully completed yet. There's still not a whole lot of parking. 4th and 10. Carroll looking to pass. Steps up in the pocket, throws for the end zone, and has his man overthrown. Trying to go to Trayvon Floyd. Just a little too far with the pitch. And Waco High will take the ball over on downs with 10:50 left to go in the contest. And they got a 20-point advantage at 35-15.
Looking good right now. And you know what? Following the football game, we'll be visiting with the MVP offensively and defensively, I assume. And there's a committee strategically located that will make that decision. So we'll pass that on to you whenever we get that information.
Is there a test you have to pass to be a member of that committee?
Yeah, it's pretty stringent, too.
And they don't have to pay any money under the table to be a part of it, do they?
No. There's no true or false on there, I'll tell you that.
From the 37-yard line. Fake the handoff. That's Jalen Harris running the quarterback spot, and he keeps the football and has a 1st down and goes out of bounds just before he gets to midfield.
He sure made that look easy, didn't he?
Kind of looked like something we saw last year.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of it.
There he goes right there. Jalen cutting back to the outside. Good block up front. I did not get the young man's number. It might have been Cornelius Manning. I'm not for sure. If it's not, I apologize.
He's got 32 yards now for Harris, and off he goes again. That was Will Richards III with the football that time. He goes down to the 32-yard line, picks up 18 on the play.
Well, you got Jalen Harris and Terrence Williams, both just juniors.
Mm-hmm.
Future's pretty bright for those young men.
Certainly is. Hamilton and Harris in there with Will Richards III. They'll send a man in motion. That's Ray High. A whistle before the snap, and maybe somebody moved.
According to the defense, somebody from Waco High flinched, but once again, you know how they were pointing. That might have been the
False
case.
Start, offense, number 55. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Only about the third time tonight I can think of that Waco High's been behind the chains.
Yep.
Handoff goes to Hamilton, and there he goes. Goodbye, Terrence Hamilton. You're in the end zone from 37 yards out. His second touchdown of the night.
You remember that old movie called A Star is Born? That may be what we're looking at tonight.
I think I'm with you there. 37-yard touchdown run for Terrence Hamilton makes it 41-15 in favor of Waco High with a try for point to come.
There it is, right up Main Street.
Escada puts the point on the board. 9:54 left to go in the game. And Waco High leads by a score of 42-15.
Let's give a little credit to that offensive line opening those holes for Hamilton. Darian McSwain, Tyrese Beasley, Cameron Gutierrez, Cornelius Manning, Thomas Johnson. These guys are really doing a good job tonight. And Terrence Hamilton is really showing me something. There's a good look at Marty Herbst and also a good look there at Damian Calhoun.
Another quick strike for the Waco High offense. 63 yards in 3 plays and just 56 seconds off the clock. Scoring on the 37-yard run by Terrence Hamilton.
That pretty much, they didn't put the icing on the cake, but if I'm Coach Herbst, I feel pretty good about the situation right now, don't you?
Yeah, you just defensively, you bend but don't necessarily break. Okay, if you give a touchdown, that's okay, but make them use about 6 minutes to get it. Then you run out the last 4 minutes of the contest and go home with the win.
Yep.
Chris Escada setting up to perform the kickoff. Kick something up in the air toward the near side. And it'll go out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
You see Marty Herbst down there about the 25, hands on his hips. He did not like that.
Yeah, he's sitting there going, I didn't ask for you to kick it to me. That's about the only breakdown we've seen from Waco High tonight.
Yeah, you're right. They've had a couple of kickoffs go out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
But that's something you certainly work on.
Have a kick out of bounds. It's a 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 1st and 10, Roosevelt from the 32-yard line.
Pick up your flag, Nelson. That a boy.
Yeah, you might need that sometime later. Carroll, the quarterback, Morgan, the back behind him. There's 3 receivers to the right. Morgan takes the handoff, bumps it outside, tries to get around the corner, gets around one man, and a couple of Waco Lions run into each other trying to get to him. They finally get to him at about the 39-yard line after a 7-yard pickup.
I'm not sure DJ Taylor wasn't in on that tackle. He's everywhere. You see another look at it, and times is certainly not a friend right now to Roosevelt.
Nope. Carroll with the keeper has the first down and then goes out of bounds at the 30, make that the 44. picked up 5 on the play. Best thing he did other than pick up the first down was get out of bounds.
Yep. Clock can't stop. It's weird that Adrian Glasker, a defensive lineman, wears number 3. That's very unusual.
That's Deers with the handoff, gets it up to near midfield as he goes straight ahead for about 5 yards to the 49.
You know, Glasker stands in at 6'2", about 280. I guess he can wear any number he wants to, don't you?
Absolutely. He can sit at my lunch table any day.
Yes, sirree.
2nd and 5. Now, they can lull you to sleep with these runs up the middle and then all of a sudden pop a pass, so you still got to be aware that the pass is there. Carroll with the keep. Gets it to the 50 and nothing more. Just a yard on the play for Bryson Carroll.
Waco High is tickled to death with that play right there because it keeps the clock running, didn't make much yardage.
Actually, they say he got to the Waco 49, so give him 2 yards on the play.
Just wish I could read the Waco High numbers just a little bit better. I would acknowledge a lot of these tackles, but I had my hard time seeing them.
120 yards on the night for Bryson Carroll. That's on 13 carries. Facing a 3rd down and about 4. Morgan around the right side with the cut back, has it deeper into Waco High territory, has picked up the first down to the 37. Pick up a 12 on that play.
Of course, the clock will stop till the chains are set. And take another look at it right there. That Morgan's a good running back.
Yeah, that's his 21st carry for 91 yards now. So
yeah,
you just about have 2 guys with over 100 yards for Carroll, or for Roosevelt. Fake the handoff. Carroll with the keeper up the middle, down to about the 26-yard line. Pickup of 11 on that one.
Who's that coming off the field for Waco High? Looks like he's limping a little bit. That one of the big boys?
Can't tell if it's 00, 90, 98, number 90.
90. So that's Anthony Eastland. He's a pretty good sized fellow.
Looking to pass, going for the corner, knocked away. Nice job defending that one. I believe that was Don King, maybe 21, who was in on defense there.
Tipped away at the last moment. Looked like Demarion Lyons was also there.
They were ready for that pass. They must have heard me say that a minute ago.
I think they did.
Officials have a timeout. There's an extra football on the field. See that in baseball a lot, but hardly ever in football.
No, you don't see it very often. Or in basketball. Well, you see it in basketball every now and then.
That's only if Bobby Knight's on the court. Morgan takes the handoff up the middle. And a flag thrown and caught in midair by one of the Rough Riders. Got it up to the 20 for a 6-yard gain, and let's see what the meaning of the flag is.
Got to be holding, I would think, where it was thrown. I don't know.
Holding, number 76 on the offense.
I think you've seen this game before.
10-yard penalty. We'll repeat 3rd down.
take it back to the 36. It'll be 2nd and 20. Started this drive with 9:54 left in the game, and right now there's 6:33 and counting. It's that long drive we were talking about, Coach.
Yep.
Bend but don't break. Fake to Giles, back to pass. Has a man open, that's his tight end. Xander Yarborough has it down inside the 15.
These young men got hurt earlier, but he's bounced back, played pretty well since then. There's another look at it. You can see the Waco High defender right there, DeMarion Lyons. He slipped right before he tried to make the tackle.
Picked up 23 yards on the play and picks up a first down to the Waco High 13. 6 minutes exactly left to go. Waco High with a 42-15 lead, but the Rough Riders are knocking on the door. Fake the pass. It's Morgan with the football. Morgan driving for the end zone and makes it there from 13 yards out.
Nice run that time.
His second touchdown of the night. Now gives him 104 yards on the night. We got Carroll with 131, Morgan with 104. 243 yards rushing tonight for the Rough Riders from San Antonio Roosevelt. Extra point attempt by Austin Schultz is good. We've got 5:47 left to go in the contest. Our new score is Waco High 42, San Antonio Roosevelt 22, thanks to that run by Joshua Morgan. Pretty good 1-2 combination there.
Yeah, that's a real good combination, and I think Roosevelt, they'll be a force to be reckoned with in their district. They're in there with all those San Antonio schools, 26-6A, Reagan, Johnson, Churchill, MacArthur, Lee, and Madison. That's a pretty tough district, but I think that this is a good football team. But let me tell you what, don't sell this Waco High team short either.
No. 4 minutes and 7 seconds for that drive to go 68 yards in 9 plays. Well, the defense did its job of bending. It did break at the end, but they got a little cushion there on the scoreboard to work with.
Yeah, up to 20 with a little over 5 minutes left. I think I can live with that.
Now the thing is for the offense to just hold on to the football.
We see an onside kicker.
Possibility. There's a good hands team out there. I don't see anybody real deep for Waco High.
No, me neither. Yeah, I think they're expecting something. Yeah, they're lining up and got a bunch of guys on this side, so I assume that's what they're going to do.
Well, as long as they don't have an illegal formation, which they've done twice tonight.
Well, if they do, Coach Carroll's going to be very upset.
He might be able to get to San Antonio on his own steam. Austin Schultz setting up for the onside kick. It takes the big hop for him, but a great job by the hands team up front. Pulled in by Waco High's Princeton Davis.
Now, if you're Coach Herbst, I think you'd be satisfied right now to move the chains, keep the clock running, and get out of this one with a win. You can't go undefeated if you don't win the first one, can you?
That's correct. Did Confucius say that?
No, I think I said it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know he was here. I hadn't seen him in a while.
Got a player down for Waco High.
I see the trainer, Justin Elford out there checking him out. Lark, I guess we'll be back up here at the Derek Johnson Kickoff Classic with University and LBJ coming up. And got Derek Johnson's pictures up on the scoreboard. He wore number 11 at Texas, and what does he wear? 56, I guess, right now at Kansas City.
Yes, sir.
What did he wear at Waco High?
A uniform. Yeah, I enjoy my own jokes.
Yeah.
Glad to see the young man get up on his own, come to the sideline without any help. I'm seeing a new number in the backfield, Coach. Hope I can pick it up here in a second. He's got the football. It's number 45. That's Jordan Scott. He's listed as a kicker. They had him in there with carrying the football.
Well, it might as well let some of these guys play a little bit that don't start normally or play on the first and second teams, and let these other guys rest a little bit and give them some experience.
Picked up 3 yards. And now the Waco High Brain Trust doing what they can to eat as much clock. They'll wait until the play clock gets down to about 5 before they even think about snapping the ball. And snap it with 3 seconds left on the play clock. Now we've had a fumble. Hamilton lets the ball loose. It looked like Waco High is able to get back on top of the football.
Look at Coach Herbst. I thought he's going to go out of it on the field. He nearly did. Oh, he's got the...
And no gain on the play. They'll say Hamilton carried it because he's the one that let it go. 3rd and 7 at the Rough Rider 49. Coach, they haven't even started the play clock yet. They're asking for a restart of the play clock.
Yeah.
There we go. So we will be under 4 minutes to go when the Lions snap the football here, but they don't have to snap it for another 32 seconds.
You know, the committee usually comes to me, but tonight I've got to go to the committee. I just changed it up a little bit. So I got to go round them up.
So you're going to do that on your way down to the field?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to have to tell us from the field who our offensive and defensive players
are. I guess so.
Play clock's down to 10. Little problem in the backfield, but it's taken care of on a nice run by, once again, Scott. Takes it up to the 45-yard line, another 4-yard gain. We'll bring up a 4th down and 3, and I believe the Rough Riders have called a timeout. That'll be their second.
Roosevelt, their second charge timeout of the half.
So they're going to preserve some of the clock with 3:36 left to go in the game. So the committee's not going to bring it to you, huh?
No, in fact, I'm going to have to head out, I guess, try to find them. Say they're wearing special shirts, but I don't know their names.
What does it have on the back? Coaches committee?
No.
No? They're abominous?
Yeah, abominous, something like that. All right, Doc, I'll make my way down, and if it goes overtime, I will be back.
Okay. So a 4th and 3 facing Waco High here. No reason to punt the football here. They just want to get the clock moving, maybe pick up the first down. Actually looks like it's more like 4th and 1 according to the chains across the way. Looked like somebody jumped offside. The pass on the near side is out of bounds. It was caught by Michael Stimpson, but he stepped out of bounds as he caught the football. Flag on the near side. Is it going to be against Waco High or?
Offsides on the defense.
Yep.
It's a 5-yard penalty.
Waco High keeps the football. Well, that's another penalty against the Rough Riders that has helped out Waco High when they've had the football. They had 2 15-yard penalties during the first half that helped keep a Waco High drive alive that the Lions turned into a score. And now a 5-yard penalty keeps this drive alive with 3:30 left in the game, and Waco High on top by 20 at 42-22. Well, they're letting the play clock run down, but the game clock isn't running, so go ahead and snap the ball. We do have a new quarterback in who pitches it out in the backfield to Hamilton, and Hamilton has made his way down the far sideline and into the end zone for a touchdown from 39 yards out. So Hamilton has his third touchdown of the evening. This one from 39 yards, and increases the Waco High lead to 48-22 with a try for point to come. Hamilton now with 151 yards on just 12 carries. That's a pretty nice debut for the junior running back, Terrence Hamilton. Extra point attempt is going to go wide to the left. So 3 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. Waco High cruising at 48-22 over San Antonio Roosevelt. Check some of these numbers that Tank has compiled for us. Waco High with 468 yards of total offense on 51 plays. Roosevelt has run 55 plays for 308 yards. Both of these teams have done a lot of the damage on the ground. Waco High with 281 yards on 34 rushing plays. 243 yards on the ground for Roosevelt on 41 rushing plays. As I mentioned, Hamilton with 151 yards on 12 carries. Will Richards 50 yards on 13 carries. Jalen Harris, we expected him to carry the ball a lot more tonight. Just 7 carries for 71 yards for Jalen Harris. On the Roosevelt side, the running duo of Carroll and Morgan. Morgan with 104 yards on 22 carries, and Carroll with 131 yards on 14 carries. We've pretty much seen the infantry tonight between these two ball clubs. Right now, the scoreboard a bit lopsided on the Waco High side at 48-22. Marty Herbst talks to the kickoff team as they head back out to the field. Lions on top by 26 with 3:18 to play. They have the deep kicker in this time, but he'll pop it up on the near side. The fair catch called for and taken at the 38-yard line by Deontay Davis. So 3:18 left for San Antonio Roosevelt to work on their offense. See if they can't make it a little bit more respectable, but this one right now looks like it's in the books for Waco High. Nice start to the season for Marty Herbst's team. Offense rolling up near 500 yards of offense, putting 48 points on the board. Late add to the defensive line for Waco High as Anthony Eastland comes in late. Waco High is going to call a timeout.
It was their first charge timeout of the half.
Because they didn't have everybody out there. Again, our next action here on Waco ISD TV will be University hosting Austin LBJ. That'll be the third and final game of this Derek Johnson Classic. First game was Marlin versus Blooming Grove. Waco High's next action will be on the road at Leo Buckley Stadium when they take on the Killeen Kangaroos on September the 2nd. After University's contest here against LBJ, I believe they'll have Georgetown Eastview here. Handoff goes to Morgan. Morgan gets about 4 yards out to the 42-yard line. It looks like Matt Carroll, the head coach for San Antonio Roosevelt, has selected to just work on his offense here and see if he can't help perfect this running game a little bit more in the final moments of this one. Will not pass the ball often, just 14 pass attempts and 6 completions out of those 14 attempts. Handoff goes to Giles. He's got some running room. If he can ever get loose, he's got some speed, but They get him across the 50-yard line to the Waco High 49 for a gain of 9 on the play. He'll pick up a first down from the Waco High 49. They're quickly back up to the line of scrimmage with 2:25 left to go. Handoff goes to Morgan, and Morgan weaves his way for another first down up near the 39-yard line. Pick up a 10 on the play for Morgan. He'll move the chains. Waco High, I'm sure, has a few reserves in on defense at this time. The 26-point lead now going for the touchdown. Pass is knocked away. Nice job defensively there for Waco High. I believe that was Trez Holmes as a senior defensive back knocking that one away. Had good position. See the replay. Knocks it away. So it'll bring up second down and 10. Still at the 49 in Waco territory, or 39 in Waco territory. Clock stopped with less than 2 minutes to go. Minute 54 left to go. Carroll looks over the defense. Drops back, flings one down the middle of the field. This one's picked off. Nice job of playing center field by Waco High. And coming up with the second turnover of the night on interceptions will end the night for the Rough Riders of San Antonio Roosevelt. Trying to pick up the number of the interceptor. I believe that was Tiandre Basie, number 36, who came up with the INT. So Waco High gets the ball back with 1:39 left on the clock. Roosevelt has only one timeout left, and I doubt that they will use that timeout as Marty Herp's offense will run out the final 99 seconds of this one. Tiandre Basie with that interception. He and DJ Taylor have picked up the only 2 turnovers in the game tonight by way of IMT. Now running at quarterback for Waco High is Michael Stimson. Hands it off to Scott, and Scott's across the 40 up to about the 41-yard line. Picked up 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7 at the 41. Stimson moves from wide receiver into the backup quarterback spot. They'll let the clock run down to under a minute before they send a play in. So a couple of more snaps is all Waco High needs. Don't really need to pick up the first down. Well, they don't. Well, they get the snap off. Nope, they didn't get it off in time. Marty Herp's not real happy that happened.
Game,
they get the delay of game. And Marty's out at the numbers talking to his quarterback about not getting the snap off in time. So it'll be a 2nd down and 12 back at the 36. You know, coaches want to see good execution, and when they don't see good execution, they'll let the players know about it. That was not well executed considering the situation. Hamilton, the running back, gets the football, tries to find some running room, but basically he's just trying to hold on to the football and help run out the clock. And with under 40 seconds now, they may have to snap it one more time because the play clock is about a half second ahead of the game clock. But it is 3rd down. And Waco High just looking to take one more snap and call it a night. Going to go into victory formation. You got to like it when your backup quarterback is taking the victory formation snap and taking a knee. And Waco High with an outstanding performance both offensively and defensively tonight. Goes to 1-0 on the season with a 48-22 win over the San Antonio Roosevelt Rough Riders. Stay with us when we come back. Our post-game interviews right here on Waco ISD TV.
All right, back at Waco ISD Stadium with the Waco Lions have beaten San Antonio Roosevelt tonight in the opening game of the Derek Johnson Kickoff Classic for Waco ISD Schools. Our defensive MVP is DJ Taylor. Our offensive player is Will Richards III. First, let's talk to DJ. First of all, talk a little bit about that interception.
It was amazing. It was my first interception on varsity, being on this varsity team. I loved it. I hope to get more, and I hope that our defense progress just keeps going, and we just flourish through what we're doing.
Okay, I've got to ask you, what does a DJ stand for?
My real name is DeJamion, and I get that because DJ in the first part of my name, and I got that from my mom and my dad's name combined, and I love it.
How special is it you to open up on this Friday night here in front of the home fans with a big victory?
It's very special. It's very special. It's an experience like no other. You can't get it anywhere else but here.
You like being a ball hawk?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do.
You like hitting also?
Yes, sir.
How far could this team go, you think?
We should go very far. We should go very deep in the playoffs. We should even go far enough to get a championship if we want it.
All right, DJ, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Now let's talk to Will Richards III, WR3s I call you. You know that.
Yes, sir.
Talk about your game tonight. You're a senior. You're kind of the leader of this team this year. Talk about your performance tonight.
Oh, well, my offensive line gave me some good blocks, so I was able to throw the ball. And then we had some great running backs who all did very well tonight. So my success came from all of them, so it was good.
I got to ask you a question. Where did Terrence Hamilton come from?
Hey, man, he works hard. He was here every summer workout. He's great. He's good.
Okay, early on in the game, you had some receivers wide open. Overshot them just about 10 yards. Did you adjust a little bit the second half?
Yes, I adjusted. I just working hard to keep the connection, and, well, I think I adjusted at the second half.
How about the touchdown to Ray High?
Oh, that was amazing. It was amazing.
Do you prefer running the football or throwing it?
At the beginning of my season, I liked it to run, but now I like throwing the ball more.
Okay, you've been around Waco High for a while. How good can this team be?
If we execute and play every game, just one game at a time, and do what our coaches tell us, I think we can be really good this year.
All right, WR3, good luck next week.
Thank you.
Let's bring in Coach Herbst. This is pretty heavy what I'm fixing. You cannot go undefeated if you don't win the first one.
No doubt about it, and we're happy to win the first one. And they're a good ball club. The scoreboard didn't show that necessarily, but they're a quality club and with a quality coaching staff. And that quarterback was quite a motivator for us. Most of you know that he played in Waco when he was in middle school, and he was considered the best player in the middle schools his 8th grade year when he was in Waco. And that was a challenge to our guys to see if he still was. And I don't believe if he were still in Waco, he'd be the best player in the city today.
Marty, you've got to be pleased with the first game. You guys didn't have many penalties.
Not many penalties, especially big penalties, and that is unusual for the first game. I had a couple of false starts. It's kind of hard to fault a kid with a face mask when he's making a play 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and those are hustle mistakes, and sometimes those happen, and those are part of the game.
You've been keeping Terrence Hamilton a secret from me, I guess. Where'd he come from?
Well, he's fresh off the JV, and he was quite a surprise to the public, not to us. We know what he's capable of, but he had a good night.
I tell you line up those three guys in the backfield. You got Hamilton, you got Harris, you got Richards. That's a pretty potent backfield.
Well, if we can stay healthy, it's going to be a long season, and that's what we're shooting for.
Talk about the play, your two big defensive tackles tonight.
Well, the only thing better than having two guys in the middle that weigh a combined 650 pounds is having two guys in the middle that weigh 650 pounds and can make plays. But those guys are a load, and we're happy they're on our team.
DJ Taylor did a good job defensively tonight.
We put the defensive challenge on our secondary. They throw the fade ball exceptionally well, and we talked them out of it most of the night and took a few away from them, which is something that we haven't done a whole lot of in recent history.
Marty, enjoy this and get ready for next week. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You bet you. Spring old Larkin, wrap it up.
A fairly mistake-free ball game for Waco High tonight. Another good thing that they didn't see last year. I don't see any injuries on this ball club from the first night.
Knock on wood. No, this is good Waco High team, and you got a potent backfield. You got a good receiver and high, and defensively those big tackles. DJ Taylor came in his own tonight. This is a team to be reckoned with.
Waco High starts off the season with a 46-22 win over San Antonio Roosevelt. For everybody here at Waco ISD Stadium and the coach, I'm Lark Smith. Good night from Waco ISD TV.